So the sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, it's race day here for the TNC GP3 Championship. I'm joined again by Guy Tasker, and we've had quite an interesting qualifying session, but a question mark hangs over the head of Infinite March 96 on whether he's been able to rejoin and actually take part.
Yeah, obviously we're all hoping that he does, because you don't want to see your pole sitter disconnect, really. It's a bit unfair, well, as we saw with the GP2 and the dramatic final few laps there. We don't want any more connection issues.
No, we don't. So
fingers crossed he's got in. But
yep, so we're now about to build up towards the 5 red lights.
I think he's there.
He is there, so 5 red lights are about to go out. It's lights out, away we go for the Chinese GP3 Grand Prix. A beautiful start by Infinite March 96. He's going to lead them off in the turn 1. Pierre Monet's going to look around. Oh, Pierre Monet's off the circuit already.
There's a pile up.
There's a pile up into turn 3. That's amazing. And we've had a big crash there. And Naomi 92 has been the biggest loser through all that. Somehow the rest of the field have gone through, but Pierre Monet has been the biggest loser.
Whoa. So Williams,
and in
they
fact,
had such a good qualifying.
now in the lead of the Grand Prix. Banana Josh is...
Williams,
oh, what's happening? NZ Pro's off the circuit.
Oh.
So suddenly...
contact everywhere. I can't even begin to keep up with this.
What has happened to NZ Pro? He's just gone completely off the circuit. He pulled a Warlord into sector 1. The field is still shifting around. Erlang Dang...
I think...
everything is kind of shifting itself, but I thought Erlang Dang was in the lead of the Grand Prix, but it looks like it's all fixed
itself. We've got a move going on, Habs for Life, going up the inside of Big Mike.
A beautiful move there by...
got it done, nice move.
And he's made up 4 positions from the start, from P10 up to thing, but...
He'll be pleased with that, that's for sure.
So I apologise for the rational list, but it looks like the field has kind of set itself back in play, and PM...
I think there seemed to be contact between absolutely everyone there, so it's impossible to keep up with that. Banana Josh going for a move up the inside of Erlang.
Oh, huge lock up. Did he pull it off? Yes, he did. Beautiful move, but Erlang Dang goes for the switchback. And he pulls it off.
After PMNA's start, he's still back up to 5th place.
Yeah, so he's made up ground massively. So the order at the end of the first lap with Infinite March, Banana Josh, Erlang Dang, Jordan Dittmer. What a start by the New Zealander. PMNA, Habs for Life, Big Mike, CAJ, Naomi. In fact, CAJ's just made a move on Big Mike. Has he pulled it off? Yes, he has. Naomi and NZX Pro way down the order in P10. I wonder what... That was strange. That was a strange accident there. It almost was... In fact, he's coming in, so I think he's got wing... Yeah, he's got wing damage there. Oh, he's going to hit the... He's hit the fence. He's taken his full wing off. So...
He's done a Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton 2007. But yeah, it's a race from bad to worse for NZX Pro. I wonder what happened there. I'll be fascinated to see what came about there. But Infinite March has now pulled out a 3.2 second lead on Banana Josh. So he is showing the pace that he was showing in the F1 Invitational race. China must be one of his stronger tracks. But we have seen this before. We've seen this before. The pace is good, but his consistency hasn't been on his good side.
Oh, there's a good little tussle going on here. Jordan Dittmer's got a bit of a run at Erlang Dang, and PMNA's just behind him.
Oh! It is gone! What happened there?
Ooh, what?
It looked...
It
looked like a bit of a lag spike.
Say that. Jay is just putting a nice move up the inside of Habs for Life. It's the hairpin. Yeah. But I don't know what happened.
I think it must have been a lag spike there, because all of a sudden Jordan's car was launched into the air.
Must have been, because it's just sitting in the middle of the track with only 3 wheels. So I don't know where the 3rd wheel's gone, but
that's disappointing end to Jordan Dittmer's race in lap 3. But Infinite March has now pulled out a 4.1 second lead. He's gapping it.
Well, I said he was fast earlier in the F1, and he's carrying over that form now. So
that's just unbelievable. I mean, so many.
See, I'm sure Banana Josh is gonna. let him get away too much. But yeah.
No, Pimenet's doing a good job. So he's trying, of course, our current series points leader. In fact, if things stay the way they are at the moment, we're looking, of course, Infinite March will take the championship lead if positions stay as they are. The only way for PMNA to stay in the championship lead is if he can get himself up to second, so, and that will then just level them. But we've seen in GP2 the title points leader defending his title lead. In F1 we didn't have the title points leader in the race, which means we have a new title points leader. And at the moment, oh, here we go, PMNA is setting up a move on Erling Dang. He's going to have the run. PMNA down the inside into the hairpin. Erling Dang was just on the brakes that little bit later. Oh, and we just had a move. Oh, it just had contact there between Jonathan Carton and Jay, so the two Canadians have got together again, and Jay's going to go up the inside of the last turn. Oh, this is going to get ugly. It is. Oh, they may be fellow countrymen, but they are fighting for sheep stations here. And I think we just say, yep, Big Mike's in. So I wonder if he's got wing damage or he's... And he actually paused just before he hit the pit lane speed entry. So what a clever move there. So let's see. Is it a front wing change? Yes, it is. So damage there for the American Haas driver. Of course, Haas also signing in their second driver going Z20.
Now we just put in a bit of a sneaky move up the inside of Jay Alter, just run a bit wide.
And just as we say that, this battle between PM and
Naomi's been, I think there might have been a bit of a squeeze there, a bit of contact, pushed him out wide onto the grass. So he's had to surrender it in the end. But it's non-stop at the moment.
Yeah, and the battle between PMNA and Erling Dang still going at full throttle at the moment. PMNA just made a bit of a mistake coming out of the fast two corners. Just it looked like he dipped the brakes a bit too much and locked up. So he's brought the gap back down to thing. But all of this is just helping Infinite March claw out a gap, 6.1 seconds.
Wow, that's a healthy lead at this stage in the race, that's for sure.
So the only battles we see at the moment are between Jonathan Happy for Life 634 and Jay Alt, and PMNA against Erlang Dang. So
the Williams, who had that nightmare of a start, the team would be livid after they got tangled up in the first corner.
They actually ended up getting tangled. It all started when PMNA went horrendously wide through the first turn, and then just tried to get himself back in and had contact, which I think might have been actually between them, both. So both Williams coming together.
Two Williams, and then Force India got caught up as well. It'll be interesting.
And I think that would have been, and that was Naomi. That would have been Naomi too, because he was facing the wrong direction. And then of course we had that interesting moment with Mason Ward going straight ahead at the third turn. So
it'll be interesting to see what happened there as well. Certainly there were lots of little bumps and nudges all the way through.
So we're seeing that little instance again of PMNA making a mistake through that corner. I wonder if there's a lag spike there, because it looks like he's hitting something every time he goes in there. There's no structure damage on the wing of the car, so it's hard to say what's going on. But anyway, this battle here between Have for Life and JL has actually brought Naomi into this fight too, so we're just seeing who's going to make a move here. If anything, you've just got to be careful, because if the lag is as bad as it looks here, we saw what happened to Jordan Dittmer, and that was a disappointing end to his race. But
yeah, certainly. Again, not what you want to see, but not much that can be done about it. Oh, Naomi's now caught up to the back of Jay and Habs. Oh, and Jay's run it wide through the last turn there, so I think Naomi's going to...
And now he's going to have a look around the outside. Jay goes defensive, but I mean, this corner is not ideal to go around there. Oh my, he's actually done it. What a move.
What a grip. Wow.
Beautiful move there by Naomi 92, the German, just going around the outside on a corner that ideally the inside line is a better approach, but he just obviously... Oh no, hang on, Jay's going to respond. He's going to go down the inside at the hairpin. Oh, the momentum was there, but he's pulled it off. So these two are having a great battle for the minor positions. At the moment, we'll just go back to...
Oh. Yeah, still keeping it there. Erlandang just keeping it in front.
So NZX Pro is right back at the long straight, just coming up to the hairpin, and our leader is actually coming up to that hairpin himself. So his teammate is on the verge of getting lapped. Oh, huge lock up there by Infinite March as he comes through the hairpin, gets the rear, sliding out while figuring himself out. So we're currently on lap 6 of 7. So
BMNA's locks up big time there to avoid it going into the back of her.
So we're roughly about the time for where a 2-stop will, and yeah, here we go. So PMNA. Yep. So this is the 2-stop strategy.
Interesting, going aggressive.
Well, I think PMNA has the pace. He just has been having to deal with traffic.
Perhaps, wanting to get himself out of traffic, perhaps, and just settle into a rhythm and some fresh air. Oh, and March is disconnected.
Has he? Oh, he has too. So that's he's got a 7-second gap at the moment, and he's got good pace. So
yeah, he should be able to rejoin.
When he rejoins, he should be able to carry on and definitely carry that pace back through. Otherwise, this could be the reverse fate that Sauber has been looking for.
Yeah, I suppose they'll see it as karma, that's for sure. But he's already down under 5 seconds now, so...
Of course, the AI have been set lower to prevent the AI drivers from, the drivers still gaining an advantage from being disconnected.
Yeah, obviously. Otherwise, it'd be an advantage just to pause the game, so...
Well, exactly. So, at the moment, looks like Naomi's come in as well. He has. He's come onto the soft tyres, so... Well,
interesting. So we're going to see there's a large split in strategies that we're seeing here, so it's not going to be clear until the end as to who is actually where really in the race. We're going to have effective.
So this is going to be an interesting question. Does Banana Josh stay out knowing that he's coming in? So despite knowing that Infinite March is disconnected, he's still going to come in anyway.
Stick to his strategy.
What about Erlandang? So Erlandang's staying out. So, and then we're going to see what, of course, Jonathan will stay out because he's on the soft. CA, yep. So Jay's in, and this will be to cover his teammate, who's going to easily clear him anyway. But this is the battle here. So Banana Josh first PMNA into the pits, and Banana Josh has easily got it. So there's no drama there. But the real question is Erlandang. So Banana Josh now staying out on the super soft tyre. So he's doing the super soft treatment, while I think PMNA is doing the soft and super soft and soft, and Jay out on the medium. So looks like Jay could be trying to go for the 1-stop, but I just don't see, with the tyre degradation and full UV on the track, I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah,
it's a tough one, that, if you're going to go for it from there. March still not back. He's got a 3-second lead still. Can he get back in?
Well, of course, when oh no, sorry, I had team radio from a different area. So this is all right in regards to March against Erlandang, but against Banana Josh, I think it's pretty fair to say he's going to lose the lead. But the question is the AI going to pit?
That's true. Might change his strategy for him.
So will the Red Bull come in this lap? No, so it's staying out. So what this does do in some regards is it does actually keep it does manage the tyres a little bit better. So March could come back and still be on a fresher set.
So there we go. He does have to surrender the lead, but it's a question of how quickly he can get back in.
If he does come back in, that's the other thing too. So it could have been a full disconnection, which means he's struggling to get his internet back up and running. So what a another disappointing run for the leader. This is 2 races in a row now. Well, not in a row, but 2 races now this weekend where the leader has disconnected. Luckily enough for March at the moment, if he can get back in, it's at the start of the race, not the end. So he's got time to get back in and claw himself back. But this is going to do his championship a lot of harm if he can't.
Yeah, it's not. It's frustrating to see twice today the leaders be forced to surrender their leads due to disconnects. But
we're about to see a battle unfold here now between Banana Josh and Jonathan Carton, and we saw this in Australia too, and that didn't turn out very pleasant at turn 1. So can we see a bit more, just more clean racing from these two? The stewards had issued a warning to both drivers, but Banana just up the inside and just does it easily.
Yeah, nowhere for Habs for life to go there.
And it's just a matter of perspective. Jonathan knows he's not fighting him, so here we go.
Yeah,
so
better off avoiding damage there.
So the gap between Banana Josh and Infinite March is 6 seconds, but the gap, no, 2 seconds, but the gap to Infinite March to Erlendang is only 6.5, so this is going to be quite interesting. So Banana Josh has pulled in quite a good amount of time on these fresh super soft tyres. As he now
it certainly seems good.
He's just phasing through Infinite March there, so the biggest question that we, of course, because PMNA was battling with Erlendang, the gap between him and, well, he's 4 seconds behind Jonathan, and that would make, so he's about 11 seconds behind. Yeah, roughly 11 seconds behind Erlendang, so that's going to be advantage PMNA for when the pit stops happen. But Erlendang looks like he's either going to go for the one stop or he's just stretching his tyres out to make the next set last a little longer.
Yeah.
So will Erlendang pit this lap is the question. Okay, so March is back, so we'll see what happens.
He's back.
Is he going
to be a
rejoin?
Test for pace. To see if
he needs to do it. He needs to be able to rejoin quickly because he's got PMNA right behind him. Or did he do it? No, not yet.
Yeah,
so he's probably waiting for the straight. He's still ghosting at the moment, so hopefully we can see him back in. No, it looks like he might be stuck, so that's unfortunate there. Oh no, there we go, he's back.
He's back. So, there we go.
So
that's good to see.
So in effectiveness, he's lost 4 positions, and he's a bit behind on strategy. So
he's only 13 seconds down on first place, though. With the pace he's been showing, I do think he's got a chance here.
Well, we just got to hope. We just hope and pray that he doesn't have another disconnection.
There has been a bit of a glitch that I think I experienced in Australia, in that when you rejoin, the car is reset to the stock setup.
Well, I think as long as you're already on the stock setup when you start, that's not generally a bad thing. But if he is on a different setup, we'll just see how that plays out. But anyway, so he's back racing, which is the good news. The other news at the moment is that Erlendang is now 3.9 seconds ahead of Erlendang. And what do we got here? PMNA just fancy to move up the inside of Jonathan Carton. Got it done. Just got a bit gutsy there.
Erlendang is in the pits.
Yeah, and Jonathan's in with him. So PMNA is easily going to clear him for second. And this is going to keep PMNA's championship lead on ice. So good racing so far by these drivers. So Erlendang's now out on the another set of soft tyres, so that's interesting. And Jonathan's now coming out on
So
the...
March has fitted the mediums.
And Jonathan is now also on the medium, so I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what oh, Jonathan.
No, March has fitted the softs.
Nice. Well, on my screen, he's back on the super soft. So.
Oh, on mine it says March is on the soft, but.
Interestingly, as I was saying, I'm trying to figure out what the preferred tyre was in the Chinese Grand Prix. Which tyre you have to use. So if it's the soft, then Jonathan's okay. If not, he's going to have to make. He's unfortunately going to have to make another stop, or else he'll risk disqualification.
I think he ooh, yeah, that's fine. I think he should be alright.
Oh, I thought he was going to lose it there, but then I didn't notice which corner he was on. Oh, we got to actually. Speaking of, we do have a crash. It is NZX Pro, right in front of the leader too. So. I don't think Banana Josh will be too happy about that. But, yeah, Mason's been struggling today. Absolutely no pace at all in the Red Bull. Is he going to try and unlap himself? No, he's going to go horrendously wide. And,
that's it.
Yep, and a 3-second time penalty for that. And he's spun around again. I just wonder what is going through his head at the moment. Oh, I wouldn't be doing that. I would not be in full reverse. Of course, he has just got a wheel recently, so oh no, he's spun again. Oh, this could be. I wonder if he's trying to use no assist on the wheel, and he's just hasn't practiced enough.
Yeah. Possibly.
So he's paused
it. He might give you a response. I think he can hear. I've just realized you're on the. I don't know if you know, you're on the microphone as well on the voice chat, so they can hear.
Oh yeah, fair point. But yeah, that's all right. I think Erlang Dang likes that, so
he might be able to give us a response.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but Erlang, I think it's good because I think Erlang Dang wants to hear me. So.
Yeah, I've heard that from a few of them, in fairness. So.
So anyway, Banana Josh now currently 4.9 seconds, so he's kind of been alternating the gap between himself and PMNA quite a bit. Of course, Banana Josh will be kind of rectifying his misdemeanor in Australia, where he was leading the race up until lap 2 when he made a mistake. Just want to be so careful through this corner too, because it's a lot like that corner he came stuck in currently. And then Naomi 92 has made a really good comeback to be in P3 at the moment. So almost, if we could just get March back into the play, we could have almost had a similar podium to Australia.
Yeah, I think March has had a touch up the back there, I think.
And Mason.
Abs for life.
I have no idea what.
I just saw March. I just joined on board with March and I saw him lose it into the hairpin. It really weird. I think he must have got a touch up the back from Habs for Life, because Habs for Life went through afterwards.
It could be. We're not 100% sure.
Unless it was a lag, it could have been a lag incident. I'm not sure, but
they had another bit of a touch up there. No love lost here between Red Bull and Mercedes at the moment. We've got some team radio. Something in regards to Mason Ward saying that's BS. I have no idea. Maybe if he can hear me, he can relay a bit more information than saying that's BS. But he is paused at the moment, so you don't want to be rage quitting, Mason. Otherwise, it's not going to look good on your championship rostrum. But 4.3 seconds. So PMNA now starting to turn the wick up a little bit.
Oh, March. Oh, more contact, I think. And March has, I think, lost. Yeah, he
tried to do a Lewis Hamilton.
Half a spin there. He's managed to save it, but
he's pushing.
He must be very frustrated in there, because he knows that he had this race in the bag out front, but it's not to be. And
Jonathan will probably just be kind of going, leave me alone, I don't want to finish 7th again. I finished 7th in Australia, I don't want to do it again, but, it's... I might
back to his trusty P6 for Habs for Life.
Yeah, back to consistent P6, so... No real other battles here. Big Mike's done a pretty good job too, despite, you know, coming in early for a front wing change. He's
Yeah, he had some. Oh, and
another
March
move
is
here,
just
and March.
breezed past.
Yep. So and Jonathan's gonna go. It's like I say, you get that corner wrong, and it's just a long wait to get your car back into form to get through. It's a beautiful corner when you get it right, but it's an absolute nightmare when you get it wrong.
Yeah, it's a very fine balance around. I find that with a lot of these corners.
Well, I wonder if. Oh no, sorry, we just had I thought Banana Josh must have made a mistake because his sector split dropped to 1.3 seconds and now it's gone back to 3.3. So PMNA is still turning up the wick. He's hunting down the race leader, and of course Sauber's still looking to try and get that first race win after being denied it in GP2. So we'll see if he can hold off the gap. Of course, both I think are due, because both are on the 2-stop. So, although wait, oh no, yeah, both are on the 2-stop. But so there's the differing factor. PMNA is catching Banana Josh on the soft tyre, so that's
yeah,
good, that's good pace there. And Naomi's a further 12 seconds back, and Erlang Dank is actually starting to catch him too. So. No way, Erlang Dan qualified on the super softs, didn't he?
yeah, he's made.
Yeah, I thought he qualified on the soft. Yeah. He did qualify on the softs at first, and then switched over. So I was a bit confused by that. So March has now cleared Jonathan to the space of 4 seconds, and now is ranging up onto the back of CAJ. And then after that, it's a further 16 seconds to make up. Now, normally I'd say that's an impossible task, but we saw in Australia that gap diminished.
Oh, certainly.
And in fact, speaking of diminishing gaps, 2.6 seconds now between PMNA and Banana Josh.
Oof.
And Big Mike's in the pits too, so he's changing now onto the super softs, the softs again. He's just running his race, just bagging points. NZX Pro's still just trundling around in pause mode. So, here we go. So Banana Josh has obviously seen.
Oh, Banana Josh.
Yeah, he's seen the pace.
His last stops, he's going to go into the soft.
Yep. So he'll start on the softs. He knows that PMNA was catching him, so he must have known his tyres were starting to fade. So he's going to rejoin just ahead of. Yeah, he's come out behind Erlang Dang and critically ahead of CAJ. So, actually, hang on. So here we go. We've got a battle here now forming because Infinite March is now right on the back of CAJ, and this is going to be quite an interesting stoush. He's got it. Now, can he hold it around the outside and claim it? Oh, what a move. He'll have the better traction being on the... but no, not quite enough. Jay must have got just a bit more traction out, but he'll go up the inside here. Will Jay go defensive? Oh. Yeah, there was a bit of a mix-up there.
I think March just got it up on the curb and...
Yeah, I think there was a bit of a... I would put that down. In fact, yeah, what I would see that as is that March must have thought he was going to go defensive, so he tried to tuck in, but then of course he didn't see Jay move, so then as a result he's gone into the back of CAJ as a result and broken his wing. And as saying that, now Jonathan has cleared him, so I'd say we'll expect to see March in. So a bad race gone worse for the Indonesian driver, and it was going so well to start with, but these are the kind of things that we've pointed out in the past, that his pace is good, but he just needs to take it easy when he needs to.
Yeah, just had to keep a cool head. I mean, I can understand the frustration must have been immense after having been out front and then disconnecting and having to rejoin so far down. But he had the pace, just had to keep it cool and work your way through the field gradually, as we saw in GP2 from Pure Axel, who had the first lap incident and just went about his business consistently and ended up working his way through the field. So yeah, shame to see it happen, but we'll see if he can do anything in these last 10 laps.
And speaking of, we see Erlang Dang now coming under threat from... Oh, Banana Josh just got so wobbly through there. Just got to... This track is just a master to try... You know, it's a mystery to try and figure out the great strategy for this, but at the moment he's doing a good job. So if we look at the facts, we know that PMNA is due in, and he'll be on the super soft tyre. So at the moment he'll be losing time to Banana Josh because of the transition of fresh super softs. In fact, here we go, so PMNA is now responding. So looking at the track position, Banana Josh is now just coming to the hairpin. So I think he'll easily clear PMNA at the moment, but we'll just see. So PMNA is now just entering his pit box. Banana Josh now crossing the line. I would say, yeah, Banana Josh has got him, and he has also pulled a gap. So yeah, so that's the beauty of the undercut there. So he's made up 2 seconds on the undercut, and Erlang Dang also joined him in the pits too. So that took that battle away from Banana Josh, knowing that he had to clear. Actually, you know what the funny thing is? His name is Banana Josh, but he's not in a banana car.
Yeah, should be in the Renault of last year, I think.
Yes, yeah, the Renault of the 2016 Renault was definitely the more banana car.
Yeah.
And the 2018 car is not even really yellow anymore; it's more black.
Yeah, it's black really now, isn't it?
So the gap between Naomi 92 and Banana Josh is 2.2 seconds. We expect to see Naomi in relatively soon because he's on the soft tyres, and he came onto them on about lap 6, so not too bad running there. And in fact, Big Mike is now, so I think March has, whoa, now that's something you don't see every day. I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but on my screen, Infinite March has super softs on the front and softs on the rear.
No, my screen has all super softs on.
Yeah, so very weird shot there. So for viewers out there, be a witness to the first ever car using hybrid tyres. So I wonder if he's still tracking along with the damage, because I don't see... He's losing time to sorry, I was getting lost there because Banana Josh has suddenly appeared as 8th in the screen, but now it's fixing itself. But yeah, because Big Mike is actually catching him. So I wonder if he's still battling the wing damage, or if he has come in.
Might have forgot to change it over from auto again. You know, there's been several problems with that. But
so Jonathan Carton currently in P6. It'll do his championship a little bit better than what it was in Australia. I mean, let's have a look. So currently, Infinite March, who is second in the championship, is in P7. PMNA, who leads the championship, is currently P3, effectively P2 once Naomi 92 comes in, and Naomi 92 is actually third in the championship, currently leading the race. But I think we'd actually, if we have a look at his telemetry, we reckon he'll come back out in third. So I think if we look at the standings at the moment, PMNA will extend his championship lead as Naomi 92 now comes in. So PMNA will extend his championship lead ahead of Naomi 92. So Naomi 92, if he finishes third, will jump ahead of Infinite March in the point standings. But if Banana Josh wins, that also throws a spanner in the mix too.
yeah. Oh.
But in saying that too, if Infinite March was in the lead from Pierre Manet now, Pierre Manet is now in the position where he would level in points, and we've lost our commentator. So
yeah, I'm afraid my game has just crashed, so I'll just reload it now and jump back in for the closing stages.
yeah, so that's unfortunate on there. I'll just check. No, I can't do anything about it. So yeah, we're down one commentator. We'll press on regardless. Naomi 92 has actually come out right in striking range of Erlang Dang. The gap 0.7 of a second, and the gap between Pierre Manet and Banana Josh is now reduced to 1.3 seconds. So the battle is on here for all steps of the podium at the moment. So we've got a battle for the top step, and we've got a battle for the last step. Can Pierre Manet make it 2 in a row, or can Sauber finally establish that first race win? We've got 7 laps to find out. The gap now 1.1 seconds. And then we've got CAJ in P5, Jonathan Carton in P6, Infinite March P7, Big Mike P8, and NZ Pro in P9. Just trying to figure out. Yeah, he's back in the game, so he's... Or is he? I can't really tell, to be honest. No, he's still ghosting, so he has decided to just let the AI take over. So that's not going to do him any justice. So the gap 1.4 seconds. Banana Josh to Pierre Manet. And 0.8 of a second the gap between Erlang Dang and Naomi 92. So a good recovery from Naomi despite facing the other way at the end of the first turn. And this battle now is intensifying. Can Banana Josh hang on? But even if he doesn't, he finishes second, that's still a really good result for Sauber. 2 seconds and a third over the course of the weekend.
Yeah, good, strong showing, that's for sure. Come out of seemingly nowhere. I mean, Banana Josh did have a good showing last week, but the GP2 they put on a huge show, so Sauber will definitely be pleased with what's going on.
And Big Mike's now back in pit lane, so we'll see what's going on here, because that's way too early. Unless he's fried his tyres or he's done damage to his wing, we'll find out in a second. It is hard to say. No, oh no, I know exactly what he's up to. He is off for the fast lap, so yep. We saw this in the F1 with the defending champion Narashi Uzumaki taking, obviously knew he was going to finish 6th, so he took the chance and took the fastest lap, so it looks like Big Mike's going to do the same. The gap 1.6 seconds, so Banana Josh has responded actually. We'll have a look quickly at the telemetry for both drivers. So Banana Josh has currently got about +20 fuel, whereas we got a crash in sector 2. It was I think it was Jonathan Carton actually I think it was Have for Life having a moment there, or maybe Erlang Dang, because suddenly what is going on here? Okay, hang on.
I'm not sure.
No, we got nothing. So anyway, back to where I was getting at. So Banana Josh is really burning through his fuel. So whereas in fact Pierre Manet is no different. So
he's into DRS range though now.
So we'll see here is 0.6 of a second. Pierre Manet now in DRS range. Are we going to see a dive here from the Portuguese driver?
Ooh.
He's going for it.
He's gaining.
But he locks up, but looks like it hangs on. But now we'll just duck back to the battle between Naomi, because it's going to be game on here too, because Naomi's now in DRS range.
Oh yeah, he's
of Erlang Dang.
So close. This will be
a thing, because he wasn't too sure what to do there, because Erlang Dang just looked a little so close, and job done. So Pierre Manet's lost a bit of time. I think he made a mistake, but either way, Naomi
just ran it wide through turn 1 perhaps.
Yep, so Naomi 92 now in 3rd place. Erlang Dang's not quite finished with him yet. He's saying, You've got P3 from me now, but you're not going to have it for long because I'm coming back. Gap 1.2 seconds between PMNA and Banana Josh. 4 laps left running. It's so tight fielded at the moment, and it looks like Infinite March is now regaining time on Habs for Life. So maybe they fixed the wing, and maybe he was just having a bad run. So either way, he's coming back. The gap 1.19 seconds between PMNA and Banana Josh, so it's kind of mixed managing. Erlang Dang's still within DRS range of.
He's gonna be,
So we'll
I think
see
PMNA might be just outside of DRS range this time round.
No, it looks like he was still there in time, but
Although,
was he there?
Oh, he has given it to
No,
him.
he has no DRS, so yeah, he didn't. He must have been out of the
Not
right
right on the edge of it.
The detection range is, of course, right in the middle of the snail section corner. Erlang Dang hasn't made. Oh no, here we go. So he's going to have DRS. Let's see. Naomi just goes completely defensive, but then
PMNA has got a bit of a run on Banana Josh here, just a little bit too far back to make something work there.
He's going to drift out a bit wide, but yeah. You've got to be careful. Like I just saw an instance there of Naomi just going defensive and then drawing back to the racing line. You've got to be careful with that. You can't do that. So you can only move across
Banana Josh goes defensive.
Yeah, that's really game on here.
Defended.
So
good driving there.
Let's have a look at their fuel. So Josh has been saving fuel. In fact, he's in lean mix. That's why.
Yeah, he's playing the long game.
So right about now, you'll be looking at about, you could use rich fuel here. Oh, a bit of a, that was a big moment there for Banana Josh. PMNA is he gonna fancy move? Not. Oh, sorry.
He's gonna wait for the straight.
There.
He's gonna wait for his DRS, I think. He's gonna have a go here, but surely Banana Josh is gonna use rich
Infinite
mix to
March
try
is now within 2.9 seconds of Jonathan. So anyway, here we go. This is what we need to see. So.
Josh not putting it into rich mix to try and defend it for now.
No, he's going to go defensive regardless. PMNA is going to have a look around the outside. They both lock their wheels up.
Ooh,
and the biggest problem for PMNA in all this is that he's using his tyres to get past. But Banana Josh is playing the defensive game and doing it very well.
Yeah, he's positioning his car.
Oh!
Perfectly.
Oh, he's gone!
He's done.
That's another glitch. So another glitch accident's come across PMNA.
His rear left. That must have just been a complete glitch. Complete lag.
That is really bizarre. I wonder if he's actually spun there. That is
Hopefully we'll get some team radio or something.
Well, he's on PSN. He's not on Skype, so that is understandably confusing there. So that's going to elevate his teammate now up to P4. And you can... Oh, the car's still there too. No, it's gone now. So that's going to elevate all these drivers up. So Erlang Dang now on the podium, despite losing that place beforehand. And now his teammate's gone up to P3. But that is a critical blow to his championship. So that's going to put him down into P... No, that'll put him down to P8, because I don't think Mason is a lap down on everyone, so Mason won't get back around in time to get that position off PMNA. So that's 8th place for PMNA, but that is what a... I mean, I'm completely blown away. It was the same instance it was the same instance as Jordan Dittmer on Erlang Dang. The car just lifted off the ground, and it just... But you said it yourself, it was the right rear tyre, so I wonder if maybe the car flew into the wall and we just didn't see that bit.
Yeah, it all happened so quickly. It must have just been a... I mean, it was down the straight as well, so I can't imagine he'd have lost it on the exit of the corner.
Yeah, I wonder if perhaps he did lose on the exit of the corner and the game's just lagged it so much that it's made it look like he was just moving. So either way, that has now eased the tension off Banana Josh, and Sauber now will be biting their nails. Sauber are going to be absolutely biting their nails. Oh no!
Oh,
and just don't want to.
I thought we cursed him there.
Yeah, well, the commentators curse. So this is the problem. Is you just can't take you can't take away from it, and actually March has cleared Jonathan Carton too. So
yeah, March could still be in some half decent points this afternoon, despite.
Well, I think looking at the championship picture now that you've got to take into account for all this, I think we're going to see Banana Josh take the championship lead.
Yeah.
So Sauber are actually going to come out of this with not only the record for the first double podium for Trans Nation Challenge, they're going to take their first win and the championship lead heading into Bahrain. And all of this despite the fact that he is the only driver for the team at the moment. But I think, after a race like this, there'd be no doubt in my mind that someone else will not want to join Sauber. And
yeah, you see the team performing as well as they are for him. You think people will be snapping at the chance to get involved in some of that?
Well, of course, we know that defending champion Narashi Uzumaki is going to join Sauber in the 2018 edition when they convert over to Alfa Romeo, and we believe sources indicate that Xeri is also going to join him. So that's going to be a completely new lineup there at Sauber. So Sauber is going to get some recognition here, but at the moment, you've got to tip your hat off to these boys. They struggled to find drivers in the TTC Beta League test. They had to basically draft in drivers that were not attending enough to get in. They had 3 podiums, all claimed by Pure Axle 2121 in the races. They came into the TNC. They came into the TNC at the Australian Grand Prix for the GP3, where they recorded a 4th place. The driver in question, the one currently now about to round up a race win, coming around the last bend, was as far as the lead at the first few corners, but he's rectified it. He's turned it all around. He's going to cross the last turn, and Banana Josh brings it home and wins the Chinese Grand Prix for GP3. Sauber crack up their first win in the Trans Nation Challenge. Well done to Sauber and Banana Josh. And now B92 is going to bring it home. Force India are going to claim a podium after starting from the back. Well, after being last on the last turn.
Yeah, he can be happy with that, that's for sure.
And Erlang Dang, what a drive from him. He kept it consistent, he kept it on the pace, and well done. A well-deserved 3rd place for the Indonesian driver. And here comes CAJ, the best of the Canadians, and of course he'll be relishing the idea of a P4 finish, but I'm sure he'll be disappointed at the loss of his teammate. So CAJ will cross the line. We're now going to bring ourselves over back to the GP3 chat to have a chat with some of these drivers. So I'll do that now. Well, what can I say? It's been a great race here at the Chinese Grand Prix. A lot of drama, a lot of action. And Joshua Law, you are the race winner. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And not only that, you've also recorded Sauber's first win in the Trans Nation Challenge. They were so close in the GP2. You've done it today. Just run us through your race, because it looked like you just had pace the whole time, but PMNA kept you honest.
Hello? Yeah. It was a close battle for this one, but PMNA just got a good pace than me, and I thought, for that moment already, I thought, Infinite March can win the race already. If it wasn't for that 11th session, he could have won the race.
I think, I won't argue that logic there, but still, it's great way, and it's been a great weekend for Sauber. And I think by going through all the information, you are now the championship leader.
Woo!
So take that, mate, and enjoy it. We'll also come to Jay. Jay, P4, through all of this, your teammate was trying so hard, but in the end, it just didn't pay off for him, and he ended up out of the race. But his disadvantage has given you a fourth place, which is good for your championship chase. So well done, Jay.
Yeah, thank you. When I saw that, though, I was almost a bit disappointed, because I would have rather had the constructor points.
Well, despite all that, he's still finished in P9.
What happens.
And we're going to grab a word here too with March Trisandi. March, it's really a race of what could have been for you today. I mean, you had such raw pace in qualifying and the race, but unfortunately, internet connections has hampered your result. You still recovered quite nicely, but a few little altercations here and there kind of compromised your race too.
Yeah, somehow my internet just cut up. I don't understand. It's a shame, but I guess it's part of the game, and a bit of collision with Jay and Jonathan. I think it's 50-50, but I guess it's okay.
And just talk us through the little, we're a bit confused on the incident between you and CAJ at turn 3, where we kind of thought I think you must have thought that Jay was going to go defensive, but then you swung back across and got off onto the gravel and had a bit of a contact there. So just talk us through what happened there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's luck or not, but in my screen, Jay just suddenly cover the inside. So I move late, try to avoid him and going to the gravel.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of lag because I exited on the inside and then went to the outside, and that's what happened on my screen. And he was not even in the white arrows on my screen. All of a sudden, he was red, and then he crashed into the back of me, basically. So
well,
I think it was a bit of lag.
I suppose you could. I suppose in a way that could have been you could call that we're even now for what happened in Australia, sort of thing. But
yeah,
a little bit.
But Jonathan, we've got Jonathan in here too. Jonathan, it looked like you had a bit of pace in some part of the race, but P6 just seemed like you had a bit of a handful in your handful of a car. Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Well, either way, and Mike, you had quite an interesting race, and it, the beauty about it is that you finished it, so that's a reward.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Habs was there in front of me. The next thing you know, he was gone, and I ran right in the back of him. So I don't know what happened there, man. It was just a complete screwed up race for me, man. I didn't get any practice. I just pretty much just winged it the whole race, man.
Well, for winging it, that was still an impressive result. So good work there. So that's been the Trans Nation Challenges coverage from the Chinese Grand Prix. Guy, you got any last closing words?
Nothing special. Just I think that was a good race all round. Really, it was action-packed, especially the first few laps. So well raced to everyone involved, really, in all 3 categories today, I think.
And of course, we're going to have the championship results will be amended and presented on the current Trans Nation Challenge website. So do check that out. Also, don't forget that we have the Bahrain Grand Prix to kick off next weekend. Times will be different, we think, because of the daylight savings confusion. We'll figure that out over the course of the week, and we'll be able to find out which suits people better, and we'll come back to you on that. Don't forget, also, we've got Trans Nation Superstars on the Saturday before race day, and of course the race pre-race coverage of the Bahrain Grand Prix, where we, the commentators, we will review the Chinese Grand Prix and preview the Bahrain Grand Prix. So from everyone to everyone around the world and from here racing, this has been Brett Keenan and Guy Tasker signing out, and we'll see you guys at Bahrain.